So one of the things we want to do over this winter into 2022 is to try and take a snapshot of cabbage stem flea beetle larval levels in stems of oilseed rape from as many different interventions as we can possibly do. So many growers are doing a whole range of different interventions, from early drilling, late drilling, different varieties, companion crops, not companion crops, digestate, a range of different companion crops. And then we've got the geographical spread as well. We've seen flea beetle moving a lot further north this year. We've not managed before, other than on small projects, to take a snapshot of what is actually happening in all these different interventions at a similar time. So what we'd like to do is get as many samples as possible to Niab for us to actually analyse the stem numbers, and then we can put all of that information together and make it available early next spring. This will give us an indication as to which interventions are performing better or worse than others. Or is there any difference? Do we really know? So what we're going to do is we're going to arrange for samples to be either delivered through open days, and we'll explore that a bit more later, or through a postal system. For those who want to get involved, it's totally free. The only effort is agronomists or growers actually putting some stems in a bag and dropping it off at a post office or to Niab. Obviously it's fresh material, so we need to manage this in a process that means we can deal with the samples as they arrive. So for those that are interested, we will send out a pack in stages, and that pack, quite simply, will consist of a bag somewhat similar to this one for putting the samples in. Inside that bag will be a smaller bag with a form which we'd ask you to fill in with all the basic details of location, etc, etc. That way we can actually geocode them all, and we'll want to know what variety, drilling date, and some other very simple bits of information. We're also asking people, if possible, to put a what 3 words on. For those of you not familiar with what 3 words, the app's readily available. If you're not familiar with what 3 words, a postcode's adequate. So all we're asking is for 10 samples from each different type of intervention you have. So if you've got 3 varieties, please ask us for 3 bags and do 3 samples. If you've got some with cover crops and some without, please ask for 2 and do 2. If you've only got one big block of rape, that's brilliant as well. We just need 1 sample from it. All we want is a representative part of the field, so we don't look for the good bits or the bad bits, and we want to be well away from the headlands and the woods and the edges. A 5 metre spread, like we do the soil vest samples, is totally adequate. All I don't want is big heavy roots, because we're paying the postage. So we're basically cutting off at ground level. There's one, that goes in the bag with the form in the other little bag, and then we'll explain how you actually get these to Niab without any cost.